Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another trade recap for the 20th of August 2026. Coming into today's market, there was two possible trade setups that I saw today, and I'm going to show you exactly what those two were. As you can see, I've got them both marked out on the screen right now, and we're going to break down which one I would have taken and why I didn't take either of these today. Alright, so coming into market open was around here, yep, 9:30 AM right there, as you can see. Come up, come back down, come up again. The main highs that I was looking to get swept were this one here. Was the main high I wanted to see get swept today before I took anything, and this is the reason why I didn't take anything, because this seemed like such a clear draw on liquidity to me. It wouldn't make sense not to take this today. However, we did not take it, so I was only going to take a trade if we did come up and sweep this. Pretty simple then. We didn't end up coming and taking it. It was kind of just an awful day, really. There's absolutely nothing. If I come onto the 5 minute here, you can kind of tell it's just straight chop all day. It's cleared up a little bit now, but pretty much just straight chop all day. However, there was two trades that I did see that both played out very nicely today, and it's all to do with this one little candle. This one wick is how I make 5 figures a month trading, and if you guys haven't tried to teach yourself rejection blocks yet, or anything like that, if you don't know how rejection blocks work, this isn't a video to learn about how a rejection block works or what a rejection block is, but I would definitely recommend learning, as they are incredibly helpful for taking trades. So the first trade, and possibly the best one for what I saw today, was obviously off open. We come up a bit and we create this rejection block right here. As you can see, mark that out. A wee bit off there. There we go. Mark it out. So at this point, I'm looking for longs still. However, it didn't seem like we wanted to push for longs. It seemed like we wanted to come down. As you can see, we came down here and there was multiple failures for us to go higher, multiple rejection blocks really, proving that we kind of just wanted to go down at that point. Obviously, you don't really know that we're wanting to consolidate at that point, but you're knowing that we're at least wanting to come down. So anyway, without any more yap, we've got this rejection block here. So I'm then thinking, okay, if we're not going to go up, we're going to go down, or we're going to go sideways, but I'm going to look for an entry anyway. So at this point, this was the candle here, 9:37, that we created the rejection block. Whenever we have a rejection block like this, and I want to take a trade off of it, or would take a trade off of it, I want to see some sort of displacement, manipulation, come back up to the rejection block, and then reject off it, and then distribute to my drawn liquidity. Again, another reason that I didn't take anything today is there was no real drawn liquidity today, in my opinion. We had the 4-hour equal lows, and that was about it for today. So apart from that, there wasn't really anything I was liking the look of, apart from that high that I obviously showed you before. So again, rejection block created on this candle here, come down, we give the manipulation down, and then we come back up. So the way that I trade off rejection blocks, my order will always be placed at the 50% of the rejection block, which, as you can see, we tapped beautifully right there. Stop loss then goes at the top of the rejection block, and then take profit for this would have been low R, so it would have been something like this, and then break even would have been here. So that's kind of what I was looking at for this trade here. I saw quite a few people did take this, and you know what, fair play to them. Played out quite nicely. I think that was about a 10-hour trade. Yeah, 10-hour trade on that, 10.67, 120 points. So yeah, really nice trade there, and yeah, played out nicely. So at this point, I was honestly off the charts. I wasn't even looking at the charts anymore as we started consolidating here. So if we drag this along a wee bit further, if you somehow had managed to get filled on this, which is very likely that your order could have been filled on this one, we had pretty much the exact same setup once again. The chop had honestly cleared up a little bit at this point, so it's honestly probably maybe a nicer trade to take. However, we were re-entering the range is the only issue I would have seen with this, and whether or not you actually get entered into the trade. Again, it's pretty much the exact same trade. We come up, we tap the 50% of the rejection block, and then we proceed to come right back down to the drawn liquidity, which I had marked out as this low here. You could have also targeted these lows here, depending on how you're feeling on the day. Just depends on the chop that we get and all of that sort of stuff, really. And then if you wanted to keep pushing, I'm not sure we even ended up taking them, but you could have targeted, oh, we did. You would have been in the trade for a wee bit, but we did eventually, oh, I don't know what I just moved there. We did eventually take those lows there. So that would have been another one as well, 20R on that trade. It would have taken you all day though. But yeah, those are the trades that I was looking at today. Again, no trade day for me, but if you did take any of these, I wouldn't blame you really. Especially that first one at 9.45 was a very nice trade. We'll be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm not sure if we have any news tomorrow. I'll need to check that. But yeah, that was pretty much all I saw for today. Hope to see you guys in tomorrow's video, and if I do, best of luck with your trading. I hope you get that entry, you use good risk management, and no one's out here blowing any accounts. Alright, see you in the next one.